Hello there, welcome back. This is Ahmos back to the Java Android tutorial series. We are in the Java loops and conditional statement section. Today we will make an overview of the if statement. A prerequisite for this video is to have a good knowledge about creating project and packages and classes, and also working with classes in Java, input and output techniques. Recommended to work with the scrapbook. If you have time to watch these videos, I'm sure you must have a preparation for Java in your machine and the Eclipse installed. So now we will work with the if statement, and the if statement consists of a condition that must be true to get inside the if statement. An if statement can be ended in this curly brackets, but actually if you want to have an else condition, if this condition is false, didn't realized or didn't be true, so you can go to the other statements after the else. So if condition is something like a door, if it's open here you will work with this code, and if it's not open you will work with this code after the else, and can be also terminated on this area. And if it terminated in this area you can remove all the else and work with the next statement or in the code. So let's check what is the condition. The condition must be, it's a boolean and must be true or false. There is some operation that you need to know it, that we inside the if condition there is nothing say that x equal y, but x equal y, because this is logic and not real equation. So it's a logical equation, and you have exclamation mark equal, it gives you that x not equal to y, and you have the operation of greater than and stuff like this. Also something like a boolean, logic comparison, and give you an AND gate and conditional or also by these two parts. Let's go to our Eclipse and start our if statement. Right now we have a class, if statement class, with a void main, static void main, which means that this process will start first, and this is the main process, and inside this one we declare a pass for a pass as a string, triple S, and we ask for and get output on the console. The output is telling us please type your password, and we create a scanner from the scanner system.ini as a parameter, a new instance of a scanner, and this instance called in-scan, and the in-scan, okay, and the in-scan ns is a string, and this string will collect the in-scan.next and will collect whatever we type on the console. We have two options right now, starting with the if. Okay, I'll keep this, and I just add ends equal pass, and after that I show you some problems with this. Okay, so forget about this right now. It's just comparing the answer dot equals with the word pass is substituted by the triple S. If this condition is true, the system will give you hello XYZ, you enter the system, and else it will give you have a wrong password. It may type the password that you entered and give you a wrong password. And if the a and s dot length, this is just another option, is greater than 3, it give you the message is greater than 3. So let's run this program and check what will happen. It asks for a password, and if we type 3 S's and this is not the password and hit the enter key, it will give you are not XYZ, you are not the user, and you enter 4S, which is actually wrong password, and then because this length of the A and S is greater than 3, so it's type that the pass is more than 3 characters. And if we run it again and type the real password, the triple S, it will give you hello XYZ, you entered the system. And here here how we work with the if statement. Actually, the message that I want to say for you, this is a way to compare strings. Actually, this will not give you right sorry, it will give you it will not give you a right answer if we use the relative compare, because we are comparing reference in this. Okay, I'll show you this. Sometimes it work. It's not clear for me, but actually I'll show you something. And this is okay. So you are not XYZ, and I did type the triple S. Okay, so I did type the triple S and I'm not, it work here, give me that triple S is wrong answer. And this is something strange, but I want to show you it here. I know it's not the room to say this point, but I want to say that when you compare strings, it's the right way is to make ends or the string dot equal and get the compared pattern, not say if the A and S equal pass. And this is something famous in Java, and people working with this know it well, because this make a lot of problem before, but it's logically because of referencing. Okay, right now we finished the if statement, but there is something we want to explain it. Here we are. The string cannot be A equal B or A equal B. It must be A dot equals and open bracket and say the B. Right now we are work with something called the nested if. Okay, the nested if. The nested if is a block. The orange one is the first block, and if you pass the true value of the orange, you get to a yellow, and this is the second block of statements, and then you go inside the green. If this true, if the yellow is true, you get in the green circle till you reach the last block, which is the blue one. So, and we have here, this is called nested if statement, and you have nested loops and stuff like this, that things that get inside we call it nested. And here we are, this block, the second block will not work except we have a true value for this, that A must smaller than 700, and this block also will not work except that A smaller than 70 and 20 and so on. So if you want to have a look for the if nested, so let's go inside this class. So this class is just a starting class, and we have a working method inside this class, a void main, and A right now equal to 6. So 6 is smaller so 6 is real smaller than 700, so it will reach this and print, and then reach the 70, reach the 20, reach the 7, and will not print less than 2. So let's write it right now. So we reach it like this, and if you change this to 60, for example, or okay, 68, so you just that this is just this number is not 700, less than 700, and it didn't reach the 20, and so on. So it's just show you the nested 12, the nested if, that it's go from a condition to a condition by having a true for this condition, and go to the next if condition and test it, and each one have a block of statements, and with the block of statement you have another condition. This is called a nested if. And again, I want to tell you that here in this example I may forget that there is something called else. So if with a block of statement, if this is true, don't care about this comment. Sure, we can cut this comment here in order not to confuse. And this answer, if this is true, ans dot equals pass, this string equals a pass, you will go to run this statement, and if there is another statement within the two curly brackets, it will work. And else, if this condition is not true, it's a false condition, you will go to the things between the curly brackets before the else, after the else. So this is all about the if statement and the nested if statements. Very useful in programming. I hope this video is useful for you, and see you in other videos. Thanks. This is Ahmos.